Hey YouTube, it's me, B3, back with a very sad vlog. This is a sad vlog. You might have watched a lot of my puppy updates on this channel. Well, those puppies had a mom. And her name was Cabela. And sometimes when Cabela would mingle with her puppies, they would run off on adventures. And they would be gone for like a whole day. And then they would come home dirty and hungry. Because they're bred to be hunting dogs. We don't use them for hunting or anything. They're just pets. And hunting dogs are kind of good at finding their way back home, I guess. At least this breed is. But this time they were gone for 2 days. They'd never been gone that long before. Buster, our black lab, came back home at night. And then the next morning, Runt, our younger chocolate lab, came home. But my favorite of the trio, Cabela, the mother dog, has yet to come home. It's been 4 or 5 days. We can't find her anywhere. It's really upsetting me, actually. Like, I'm really, really upset. She's one of my best friends. Every night I spend hours playing with her. She would sleep in the house with us. She would sleep at the foot of my parents' bed or next to me. She would always sleep with somebody. And she was my dad's best friend. Like, for real. My dad took that dog literally everywhere. If he was in his office, the dog was in his office. If he was taking his truck to town, she was riding in the back of the truck. If he was in the house, she was in the house. If he was in the barn, she was in the barn. They literally never leave each other's sides. It's like they were crazy attached to each other. So my dad is like torn up, and I never see my dad sad. He's like one of those real emotionally repressed southern dudes. So like, this is a big deal. My mom is like super upset because we've never had a dog like this. She's the most obedient, loyal dog we've ever had. The first dog my dad has ever let stay inside. Usually doesn't do that. But now we live in Georgia, and every year the weather gets more extreme here because of global warming and stuff. So he's letting the dogs in more often. But she was in all the time. The puppies are in sometimes, but she was in all the time. It's rough. Like, we're sure something happened to her. Like, they liked to go swim in this swamp. Lots of venomous snakes in these swamps. And we're afraid that she got trapped or something. Because the two puppies came home separately, which is already a bad sign. Because it makes it seem like they didn't want to leave her, or they all got separated or something. And I'm sure they didn't get separated. So I feel like they didn't want to leave her and eventually just felt that they had to for their own survival. So I feel like, I think my dog's dead. I think my dog's dead. Technically, she's my brother's dog, but he doesn't take care of her. He even said, when we broke the news to him, he said he didn't even care. Horrible. Just, he's also an emotionally repressed southern dude. Toxic masculinity and all that. Doesn't let himself feel anything. Idiot. I just want my fucking dog back, man. But I gotta say thank you to all the people in town, because I live in a small town. And there's this like huge Facebook campaign in our town to help find this dog. Like, you wouldn't even believe it. Like, the local support for finding this dog is insane. People I don't know are coming up to me asking me if I found my dog yet. Like, the whole town is looking for this dog, and thank you all so much for that. That makes me happy that you all think we're worth that. And she's worth that too. I'm gonna fucking cry, dude. Can you see it? Can you see it in my fucking eyes? Just, I just want to know what happened to her. If she's dead, I just want to know that she is. I need closure of some kind. Like, a few years ago, the same thing happened to my fucking goat. Except this time it's nobody's fault, and the goat was completely 100% my dad's fault because he let my goat out of the pen and then didn't watch him. And he let my goat out of the pen to put cats in the pen, but cats are climbers. They just climbed over the pen, and then the cats ran away, and my goat ran away. So now I don't have either. Well, I have an inside cat, but they were cats for the barn that were like supposed to eat mice and stuff. Cats should stay inside, by the way, but, you know. I just miss my dog. I want her to come back. I know I still have 2 dogs and a cat and a turtle and there are horses here, but that doesn't mean she wasn't special. Just because there's a lot of pets on this farm doesn't mean she wasn't special. She's special to me. She's the best dog we've ever had my whole life. I've never had to go more than a few weeks without a dog in my whole life. Pretty much. Except for when I lived in Athens and Atlanta, because I couldn't have pets. But I miss her, and I want her back. If possible, I want her back. And if not possible, I'd like to at least have her remains or know what happened to her. But thank you all for just listening and letting me rant and be emotional. Vlogging, I just like vlogging. Vlogging helps me feel better. It helps me feel like I'm talking it out. And I see my therapist Friday anyway, so that'll be fun. By the way, if you aren't in therapy, get in therapy. It'll change your life. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support and listening to my sad-ass story that wasn't funny or entertaining at all. Just thank you all so much. And if you're watching this and you live in my town and you've been helping look for this dog, thank you. Honestly, thank you. That's it. Thank you all once again for your support. I'll see you all later.